Hey everybody, this is Mr. EJ and these are my week 2 DFS value picks. Let's start with Trevor Siemian. I'm not a big Siemian fan in real life, but I do like him in fantasy this week going up against that depleted Colts secondary. Next, Joe Flacco. I don't know who's going to throw the balls to, but I do know that Joe Flacco is going to go off this week, which is why I love me some Flacco. Next, Shane Vereen. Everybody's expecting a high-scoring game against the Saints, which is why I expect Vereen to come out of the backfield, catch some balls, maybe even break a long one. LeGarrette Blount. I think Belichick is going to pound it, and he's going to pound it with Blount. Look out for Blount, maybe even 2 touchdowns. Emmanuel Sanders. Again, that Colts secondary is depleted. Nobody is really going to cover Emmanuel Sanders. Look for him to break one deep. Marvin Jones. I know he dropped some balls last week, but he got the most targets out of everybody on that Lions receiving corps, and I love volume, so I'm going with Marvin Jones this week. Virgil Green. Yes, I know I have 3 Broncos on this list. I'm not usually like this, but up against that Colts secondary, you have to exploit that matchup. And Gary Barnidge. I think Gary Barnidge did great with McCown under quarterback last year, under center, and look for him to have a good game this week. Also, now, going next with my stacks of the week. Now, I'm not going to tell you the Giant stacks or the New Orleans stacks that everyone is talking about. I'm going to go off some of the ones that I like. And let me start with, well, since I already spoke about Siemian, why not a Siemian Sanders Green stack? Okay? Maybe even a Siemian CJ Anderson Green or Siemian CJ and Sanders. You can even do all 4 if you want, but if you want to have some good players, look for those players to be in the mix. I also like Marcus Mariota and Delaney Walker. Allen went off against the Lions last week, so I expect those 2 to go off. I think Mariota's going to have a good game this week as well. Maybe even look for Derrick Henry to come in late in the game and steal one out of Murray's hands. Another one, I know this is not going to be a popular pick this week, but I'm going to go with a Arizona Cardinals stack, which is going to be Palmer, David Johnson, and Larry Fitzgerald. I know everybody's hyping up Floyd, but to me, it was clear that Fitz is still the number 1 receiver in Arizona. Therefore, that's who I'm going with. Now, just a couple more value picks for you. I love Djax. Now, I'm a Cowboy fan, so I don't want to root against my Cowboys, but Deshaun Jackson, he's always done well against the Cowboys. He pretty much owns the Cowboys, and it's a contract year. As everyone knows, contract years, everybody plays better. So look out for Deshaun Jackson. And I think this is another one that I like. Nobody's talking about this, but I like Blake Bortles going up against that San Diego secondary. Listen, if Alex Smith went off against San Diego, why not Blake Bortles? Blake Bortles has, in my opinion, a little bit better receivers with Hearns, with Robinson. He's got Thomas there. Thomas has been injured. I don't really trust Thomas, but you never know. This could be the week that we see a Julius Thomas sighting.